Hello guys, this is Rydon Academia, and today we'll be looking at the reducing balance method of calculating depreciation. Okay, our reducing balance method has to do with taking off percentage yearly from our cost of assets. We are going to be charging that percentage as our depreciation for the year. Okay, please, this method of calculating depreciation is a bit tricky. The method is a bit tricky, so I'll be going as slow as possible. Alright, so please, all you have to do, please pay maximum attention to this video. Alright, so from our question we have that an asset was purchased at 50,000 naira. Okay, this was our cost of assets, 50,000 naira, and it was expected to last the expected years. Expected useful life, right, is 4 years. After this 4 years, it will be sold at a scrap value of 10,000 naira. Okay, so this is our question, and we are asked to calculate the depreciation and to prepare the necessary accounts involved. Now, in your reducing balance method, the first thing we'll do is to find our percentage depreciation. Reducing balance method works with percentage, okay? So with this question we've gotten, the first thing we'll do is to get our percentage. Now, how do we get our percentage? This is the format. I'm using a different colored pen so that you can follow me quickly. The formula used is 1 minus your years or your number of years, okay? Divide by your scrap value over your cost of assets times 100%. This is our format. That means the end root, that is your year, okay? The end root of your scrap value divided by your cost. Meaning after we have calculated our scrap value divided by cost, we'll be taking the number of years as a root, okay? That's the end root of your answer. Then you'll be lessening this from 1 and then multiplying your answer by 100%. That's why I said it's a bit tricky to get a percentage, because we'll be working with percentage, okay? So let's quickly fix in values. Our n here represent number of years, which is 4. Our scrap value here is 10,000. Our cost of asset is 50,000. So we'll be putting that quickly. So we'll be having 1 minus 4, the fourth root, right, of 10,000 divided by 50,000 multiplied by 100%. Okay, now let's go further. 1 minus, now quickly I will solve this. Alright, this divided by this 50,000, so we'll be having the fourth root of 0.2. okay, 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. 1 over 2 is 0.2 times 100%. So let me take the fourth root quickly. I'll be using our calculator here. So the fourth root of that is 0.66. I'll use that side of the board. So we are having 1 minus 0. This is approximately 67. Approximately 67 times 100%. Okay, and 1 minus that will be giving us 0.33. okay, times 100%. And when we multiply this, we'll be having 33%. Okay, so this is the percentage we'll be working with in calculating our depreciation for each year. Please, like I said, pay maximum attention to this topic. As you can see, all this working just to get our percentage. So now we'll be working step by step. And yes, in this topic, I'll be using our old method because I've been using new method ever since. I want you to see what the old method looks like, okay? So I'll be using the old method in calculating this. So please, like I said, pay maximum attention. Okay, so we've been able to calculate our percentage, right? So now we'll be solving for our yearly depreciation. Okay, so our working at this point is a bit different from the other method you've seen. That's why it's called the reducing balance method. So for our first year, I'll be working slowly. I want to take it gradually. For our first year, the cost of our assets is 50,000 naira. Okay, and we'll be working our depreciation now. Depreciation will be lessing depreciation at this case, which will be what, 33%, which is a percentage rate of 50,000 naira. Okay, okay, and that will be giving us 16,500 naira. So what we do that we will less this. We'll be removing that from 50,000 naira. That's why I said we are using the old method, okay? So we'll be lessing this. This is what an old method looks like. So you are reducing it. So every year the value of the asset is changing, it's reducing. Unlike the new method where it is just constant. So now we'll be lessing this from that. And we'll be having 33,500 naira. So this now will be our cost of assets for our second year. This is what the old method looks like. So this will be our cost of assets for the second year. And now, for the second year, we are lessing depreciation. I'll be using short form. At this case, it will be 33% of our cost of assets for the second year, which is 33,500 naira. Okay. And that will be giving us 11,055 naira. So at the end of the year, what we still do is that we still less this from cost of asset for the second year. And that will be giving us 22,445 naira. Like I said, this is a very tricky work. So please, I want you to pay enough attention as possible. Okay, so this being less from this, okay, this being less from our cost of asset for the second year, we have this, and this will now be our cost of asset for the third year. Alright, usually our reducing balance method make use of the old method of calculating depreciation. So this is our cost of asset for the third year. We'll still be working our depreciation for the third year, okay, which is still 33%. The percentage remains the same. Okay, our cost of asset for this year is 22,445 naira. And if you work this out, we'll be having approximately, now I'm rounding up to the nearest whole number, okay? So we'll be having 7,407 naira. 7,407 naira. So at the end of the year, you still less this from asset value for the third year. Okay, 22,445, and that will be giving us 15,000. To the nearest unit, 15,038. Okay, this is our value for the fourth year. This will be our cost of assets. for our 40, this will be our cost of asset. Also, at the end of the 40, we have to less our depreciation, which is 33% of 15,038. Okay. Okay, so working that we'll be having now, since this is our 40, that's why I said it's a bit tricky, and that was the reason why I was using a red pen. Okay, now since this is our 40, this is our last year of the asset life, there is something called approximation. Okay, I'm going to show you. Now we have that our scrap value at the end of this accounting period, at the end of the asset useful life is 10,000 naira, right? So that means we must charge depreciation to be up to 40,000 naira, so that our scrap value must be 10,000 naira. Okay. No, now if you check the 33% times 15, you'll be having 4,900 and something. And if you less that from 15, you'll be having a value that is more than 10,000 naira. Okay. Now I want you to pay attention, because our scrap value must be 10,000 naira. Our scrap value must be 10,000 naira. Okay, so what we will be doing is that we'll be lessing 10,000 instead of calculating this. This is our last year. Instead of calculating this, we'll be lessing 10,000 from this value, and then we'll be charging our balance as our depreciation. So because of that, we'll be putting an asterisk here, so that whoever that sees this know that this value was approximated to meet up to this scrap value. That's the reason why we're putting our asterisk. Okay, this is our asterisk sign. We are putting it on our depreciation, so that whoever that sees it knows that it was approximated. So instead of calculating this straightforward, we are lessing 10,000 from 15,000 to give us 5,038. So this is what we will charge as our depreciation for our last year, such that our scrap value must be 10,000 and nothing more than that. Okay, since this is what the company has decided to use as a scrap value, we must ensure that we arrive at this point. So this is how depreciation looks like. So quickly, we will not be making any schedule, like I said. Since we are using the old method, we'll go straight to solving it. Alright, we'll not be using any schedule for now. Or even if you want, you can make, but in this case, you no longer be having an accumulated depreciation. All you have is annual depreciation and your net book value. Okay, so we'll go quickly to solving, preparing our tables and our accounts. Alright, so now we're preparing our accounts needed. Okay, so the first account we are preparing now is our machine account. Okay, we are still using our machine account. Now because this is the old method, right, it means for every year our machine value will keep dropping. Okay, to keep dropping. The first, like I said, we are debiting our account on cash, right? We are assuming it was bought for cash of how much? 50,000 naira. Okay, and at this side we'll be reducing our depreciation. So at this place, at this point, we have our depreciation. Okay, so we're using our depreciation amount for the first year. Our depreciation amount is 16,500 naira. Okay, so to balance the account for the year, since this is our first year, right, to balance the account for the year, okay, let me include our first year so that we'll be definite on this. We can just put our first year like this. Is still okay? So now let's balance our accounts. Our balance carry down. Our balance carry down meaning we want to make balance up to get 50,000, right? So our balance carry down for the first year will be 33,500 naira. So that if you add this together, we'll be having 50,000 naira. The same here, 50,000 naira. Okay, now for our second year, we'll be having our balance brought down. we'll be having our balance brought down, which is our carry down from the previous year, which is 33,500 naira. Okay, and then we're also charging our depreciation for this year, which as we calculated was 11,055 naira, right? So also be having our balance carry down for this year, and we have calculated that to be 22,445. So that if you add this together, we'll be having here, we'll be having 533. Okay, so we'll be having the same value as this, 33,500 naira. Alright, so for our third year, we are having a balance brought down. This part is called the old method, meaning every year our asset value reduces. Okay, so now our balance brought down is 22,445 naira, right? Which is our cost of assets for the third year. We'll as well as enter our depreciation for the third year, and our depreciation is 7,407. Alright, and we also balance the account. So balance carried down for that year, we are having 15,038. Okay, so that if we add this, we have 5. Add this up, we have 3. Okay, 4 plus 1, we have 4. We have 12 and 2. Okay, so we also balance this account, 22,445. Okay, now for our fourth year, let me use our red pen so we remember that there was something we did there. Now for our year 4, our balance brought down. Our balance brought down is our carry down from here, which is 15,038 naira. Right? I hope it's clear. Alright, so we are as well as entering our depreciation. Remember that we did some calculation here where I told you we had to approximate value to get to ensure that our balance equals our scrap value, and that value we got was 5,038. Right? So our balance carry down. Our balance carry down will be giving us 10,000 naira, which is our scrap value. Okay, so when we add that, we have 15,038. Alright, then we also balance of these to give us 15,038. Okay, so the next account that we'll be preparing now is our profit and loss account. You have seen what a machine account looks like using our old method, right? So we're preparing our profit and loss account. Alright, so we are preparing our profit and loss account for now. Okay, so this is our profit and loss account. Like I said, it's called profit or loss, don't mind me. Profit or loss account. Profit or loss account. Okay, that one is just easy because for every year we are charging depreciation and expenses, and expenses are debited. So for our first year, depreciation is 16,500. For the first year, we are entering 16,500. Okay, for our second year, depreciation is 11,055 naira. Okay, so we have entered that. For our third year, depreciation, this our third year, is 7,407 naira. And finally for our fourth year, depreciation as we adjusted is 5,038 naira. So this is that for the profit and loss account. Okay, so the next account we are preparing now is our provision for depreciation account to accept all the income coming from our profit and loss. Okay, so now we are going to be preparing our provision for depreciation account. Okay, it's really similar to what we've been doing before, so I'll just be rushing that for depreciation. Okay, credit side and our debit side. Like I said, this account is prepared to receive your income from the profit and loss account. Okay, so let's quickly start that. For our first year, which is our year 1, we got from profit or loss. I'll be using P and L. Okay, or since it's profit or loss, P/L. Alright, so for the first year, we got from our profit or loss account 16,500 naira. Now I'm using annual depreciation, right? So our balance carried down at the end of the year is going to be the same 16,500 naira. That balance it up for the first year. Now for the second year, we have our balance brought down, which is 16,500, right? And then we are adding our income from profit and loss account for the second year, which is 11,055. Profit or loss, 11,055. So let's quickly add that up. So that will give us 27,555. Okay, that's for the second year. So our balance carried down will be 27,555. Okay. Now for our third year, our balance brought down is still 27,555, right? We are also adding our income from profit and loss. Our income from profit and loss for the third year is 7,407. 7,407. So we are going to add that up. And that will be giving us 34,962. Okay, 34,962. So our balance carried down for our third year is 34,962. Okay, if you close this account, 34,962. Now we move to our fourth year. Balance brought down is the first thing we attend to, which is 34,964, right? And then we also add our income from our profit or loss account. Our profit or loss account, the income as adjusted that is 5,038. 5,038. So when we add that, we are having 40,000 naira. Okay, 40,000 naira, and our balance carry down give us 40,000 naira. And that's that for our provision for depreciation account. So quickly I'll be preparing our statement of financial position for the year. Okay, our statement. Okay, so our credit side and our debit side. Statement of financial position. Okay. Now, like in the old method, we no longer be dealing with accumulated like we usually do. Since it is the old method, we only be dealing with our annual depreciation. Okay. So for the first year, the value of our machine was 50,000 naira. So we are going to less depreciation. Now this is our annual depreciation. Okay. For the first year, our depreciation is 16,500 naira. So when we will less that, we'll be having 33,500 naira. Okay, can close this account. For our second year, our machine value, like we saw in our workings, will be 33,500 naira, right? And we'll be lessing annual depreciation for the second year, which is 11,055 naira. So when we less that, what we'll be having? We'll be having 22,445 naira, and that's it for the second year. Now we'll be opening for the third year. Our machine value now, this is the old method, it has reduced to this 22,445 naira. Okay, and we'll be lessing depreciation. The lesson depreciation for this year, and that is 7,407. 7,407. So when we less that, we'll be having 15,038. Okay, so that's that for our third year. For our fourth year, our machine value is 15,038. Okay, and we are still lessing depreciation. Remember, this value was adjusted to be 5,038. So when you less this, you'll be having 10,000 naira. So this is our scrap value. This is what the company will be selling our assets for at the end of the year. So with this, we've come to the end of depreciation as well as reducing balance method. If this workings was helpful to you, or if you've understood better, please give us a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, colleagues who you know might need it, and don't forget to subscribe.